Arna, when I say wastewater, what comes to your mind when I say wastewater?
When you say wastewater, the thing that comes in my mind is dirty water,
Okay, dirty water.
polluted water.
Dirty water, what comes to Arna's mind? What else?
It's totally polluted and it is very unhygienic.
Polluted water, okay? It's unhygienic, okay?
And it is not safe, and it can cause many diseases and people can die.
It has a propensity to cause diseases. Correct, okay, fine. So it can cause diseases. All right. Now, coming to Bhavya, is there any other point that comes to your mind when Priscilla, you're right that that not only is true for chocolates, but it also is true for anything that is being manufactured in a factory or in any industry. Not only food, but there are many other things which requires water, to be developed or to be produced, right? So that's the reason why, this word optimal use has come. Optimal use of everything, even the clothes that you wear, that we all wear, they say that you should have optimal clothes. What does optimal clothes means? Maybe you have 2 pairs of school dress, right? And maybe 5 to 7 pairs of dresses that you can wear at home, and maybe 5 to 7 pairs of clothes and dresses and shoes that you can wear outside, and maybe 2 to 5 pairs of clothes that you can wear for parties or for festivals, right? So this is an optimal use. I'm just giving you an example, right? For example, if you have 5 pairs of school uniform, right? Here you have 15 to 17 pairs of clothes that you can wear at home. It's not needed. It's unnecessary, right? Because to make those extra 10 pairs of clothes, first of all, it needs money, right? So it's a wastage of money. The second thing is that you are encouraging wastewater production. How? Because the cotton, right, that is taken from the field, and yarn is made out of it. From the yarn, a, a textile is made out of it, right? From the textile with a machine, then this textile is dyed, means different colors are being added. And while adding this color, it adds on to the wastewater. Lot of chemicals are going, flowing in the water, right? And then it is being staged and it's been ironed and being done everything. So these 10 pairs are not necessary. You can do jolly well with these 5 to 7 pairs only at home. So the thing of optimal use, the option of optimal use has come. The world is now going into zero waste. What is the meaning of zero waste? Zero waste means everything that you are using should not lead to the waste water or to the waste yard, to the waste ground, right? Just giving you a simple example. Okay, I'm happy with the kind of understanding that all of you have, right? Now I'm just giving you an example. How many of you know of Scotch Brite? What is Scotch Brite?
Um, it's that plastic green thing which we use for cleaning vessels.
Correct. So it is not basically plastic, it is basically a kind of a fiber which is, yeah, made out of plastic maybe, and added to that there are many things. Now if you use the Scotch Brite,
Sponge. There's a sponge to it also.
yeah, on one side there's a sponge attached to it. Now if you use it for a month, after using it for a month it wears out, so your mom throws it away in the bin, throws it away in the bin. What happens to this? Maybe it becomes a little worn out and smaller in size, and then it is discarded. And then the garbage or the corporation people, municipal people, they throw it in the dump yard or the waste yard. What happens there? It will take 100 years or maybe 1,000 years to decompose.
Ma'am, plastic never decomposes, ma'am. Even after 1,000 years, if anybody goes back and checks that, it will still be there.
There would be certain remnants which will be there, but it will start decomposing. It takes several thousand years. They say that it takes 100 or 1,000 years, because it does, into break up into microparticles and starts, disintegrating. It does happen, but that's really not worth it, waiting for 1,000 years or 100 years, right? So what have we done? We have added to the, burden of the plastic, burden of the earth. Just imagine, in your house, there is every month you're throwing one Scotch-Brite. So in the entire city of Bangalore, how many Scotch-Brites are discarded every month?
Ma'am, around like
What is
10 lakhs.
10 lakhs or even more? What is the population of Bangalore? Does anybody know what is the population of Bangalore?
No, ma'am. Ma'am, because I live in
Some
Hyderabad.
people would also use different types, right?
See, I'm coming to it.
Ma'am, there
So
will be
it
a
is
few thousands of people.
85 lakhs. As of, I guess, 2000, the last, whatever counting that was there, roughly. And there are many people, there are many, families that are being added. And there are many houses which uses more than one Scotch-Brite a month. There are many people who uses 2 Scotch-Brites a month. So this 85 into 2, just add up. It is almost 170 lakhs of Scotch-Brite only in a month from Bangalore. And how many states do we have?
Ma'am,
States,
27. No,
20,
28.
28 or 29, or, plus that many union territories. So roughly I'm taking almost 35, 36. So just imagine the entire country, India. India alone produces a few crores manufacturing plastic. When we have to manufacture plastic, also a lot of water is used. Water is used. A lot of chemicals are used. Right?
And
So,
there are around 195 countries.
195 countries, there are a few islands also, which have been announced, I guess, as very little countries, or maybe, the last that I saw was 201 countries, I guess. Right? So whatever, we take it, round it off to 200. So while manufacturing the plastic, I'm only considering plastic. There are other things also, which doesn't decompose. Now, just imagine there is a factory which manufactures plastic toys, right? It manufactures 1,000 plastic ducks or 1,000 plastic ducks every day, per day, right? Now, imagine in a month it is producing 30,000 plastic ducks. In one day, it is utilizing almost maybe 15 gallons of water, plus a few gallons of various types of chemicals to color the ducks yellow in color. The person is using a yellow dye. There are certain chemicals which are used to fix the plastic. You will find there would be factories lined along the shore with all of their, outlet pipes directed towards the sea. It is so easy for them now to manufacture things and to just throw the wastewater into the sea. They really aren't bothered. There are thousands and millions of fishes who are dying, the marine organisms, marine plants. There are thousands and thousands, millions of organisms which are dying. Okay. So what is the meaning of sewage? Who can tell me what is the meaning of sewage?
Ma'am, sewage means it's like a dirty water, ma'am. It may be either industrial waste or it can be domestic waste or like it's completely polluted water.
Correct. It is completely polluted water. Correct. So basically sewage means polluted water. Okay. Right. Then what is sewerage?
Ma'am, it's like the network of pipes which contains the sewage.
Correct. So basically, there are houses. For example, this is a residential place, residential community here, right? And all of them will have their sewers, right? They will have their sewage. So there will be a network of pipes, right? And all this network of pipes, you will find, such thick pipes, right? Again, from another, neighborhood also, these pipes will come out. And this will ultimately go into a wastewater treatment plant. Wastewater treatment plant. This is where all these wastewater are being treated. Why do they need to be treated? How is it being treated? Right? We will be studying about it. Correct? So basically, sewage has a lot of impurities into it. They are known as contaminants. What are contaminants? Contaminants are basically harmful substances that cause illnesses. Correct, Priscilla. They recycle the water. Very good. Sewage is basically a liquid waste, right? It is a liquid waste, but it has got a lot of solid, liquid, gaseous components into it, right? It can come from, as Priscilla said, it can come from a factory, it can come from a house, right? It can come from various sources. It can come from a hospital, it can come from schools, it can come from, offices, malls. It can come from anywhere. Any place which uses water will have sewage. Any place which has a kitchen and a washroom will have a sewage. Any place, for example, of industry, a factory which utilizes water will have a sewage. Right? Because all the water that is being consumed, not everything is being absorbed. Most of it, end up in sewage. Correct? Now, we think that sewage is harmful. Yeah, it is harmful, right? Most of it is harmful, but there are certain parts in a sewage which are also not that harmful. But of course, it needs to be extracted well, right? So any idea, Unmana, would you be able to unmute yourself?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what's the question?
Unmana, can you tell me what all does a sewage contain? What all does a sewage contain?
Sewage contain dirty water, the waste from the houses,
Mm-hmm.
like and animal dead bodies, some and that not only from homes, uh, in public places, the garbage are also thrown, so that's sewage.
That's true. My question is that what are the constituents of sewage? What are the ingredients in a sewage?
What is the difference between sewage and a drainage?
Drainage is more or less like sewerage. As I said, drainage and sewerage are the same. This is the drainage. This is the drainage, also known as sewerage. And sewage is this, water. Dirty water is known as sewage.
Okay, ma'am, thank you, understood.
Yeah. So yes, Priscilla, it's water, it's trash, domestic waste, industrial waste. But what I'm asking is that what are those trash? What are those domestic and industrial waste? What are those? That is what exactly I'm asking. Contains certain organic impurities. Organic impurities. What are these organic impurities? As Priscilla said, it could be human excreta. Right? In India, this is a major problem, especially in the villages, little towns, small cities. They don't have proper bathrooms and washrooms, and they could just, defecate in the open or near a water body, right? So sewage has human excreta. Not only that, even in cities, right? Even in cities, all our bathroom pipes are linked to the sewerage. So of course it has human excreta. Even if it is so much of planned and organized, it will have human excreta in it, right? It will have urine in it, which may contain, both animal as well as a human being urine, right? It can contain certain oil, because there are certain waste water going from the kitchen sink also. It can contain some vegetables, or maybe some food waste. For example, liquid food like dal, curry, gravies, which comes out from the kitchen drainage normally, right? It could also have certain pesticides, right? Pesticides. For example, your mother is washing certain fruits and vegetables in the kitchen, and from the outside, a lot of pesticides are coming, right? So once she's washing all the fruits and vegetables with warm water, the pesticides also flow along with the water to the drain. Yes, dead bodies. This is what Unmana said, dead bodies of animals, also human beings. Who knows, right? It could also have certain fruits, certain vegetables, which people must have just thrown into an found a drain and then just thrown it like that, right? So these are all organic impurities. What are the meaning of organic? Means they all decompose. That is one good thing about it. They will all decompose. It looks dirty, it is dirty, but one good thing is that, for example, only if the pesticide is an organic pesticide, like not those chemical ones, huh? Yes, right? For example, Ganga is a very pious, and it's like a very divine, considered as a divine river in India. But Ganga has got so many impurities in it, so many factories lined beside the Ganges. If